What's going on, guys? Just Skillin here with brand new for you guys. Today we're going to be talking some Nintendo in this video, more specifically Twilight Princess HD. You guys know I'm a massive first of all, I'm a massive Nintendo fan, but more specifically Zelda, and even more specifically Twilight Princess. Man, that game, I don't know what it is about it. I just really enjoy that game, and it's probably my favorite. The only Zelda game that I would say is you know, kind of in competition for my favorite would be Majora's Mask. Though those two games are just really amazing. I don't know if it's the darkness about it. I don't know what it is, and you know, the mystery. But those games are amazing. Twilight Princess is probably number one, but Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time get a close second and third. Man, those are my top three Zelda games. But enough of the ranting. The video you guys are going to be seeing when I'm not showing you guys screenshots, that is going to be just the trailer that they showed in the Nintendo Direct a couple months ago. So, you know, I was super stoked. We've been hearing rumors for so long that there was going to be a Twilight Princess HD remake, so I was super stoked. But that's not what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're going to be talking about some details, some information that got leaked, some things you guys may or may not have heard about, and some things that it's pretty exciting for the most part. Some people are going to be super excited on some of these things. Some people, you know, it's just going to vary. So we're going to get straight into it. So basically, there's this magazine. Now, if I don't pronounce this right, I apologize. I'm not the best with weird names and words that, you know, but I think it's pronounced Famitsu. And it's a magazine, and there's a 4-page feature in it for Twilight Princess HD. There's new screenshots in them, so I'm going to show you guys those screenshots right now. I'm gonna take you guys through them one by one, and I'm on my computer as I'm recording this, looking at the screenshots too, so I can take you guys through them. But we're gonna start with the first one. I have no idea what it says. Don't ask me what it says. It's all in like Japanese, Chinese. Well, I would assume it's Japanese. But you do know it says The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. And we got some pretty cool artwork and things like that. But through these screenshots, okay, I'm going to show you guys each screenshot one by one. So let's go through them before I point out the details. So there's the first one. This is the second one. The second one, you kind of see more of the parts where you're Wolf Link. There's some more details in some of these screenshots I'm going to point out in a second. I'll give you guys a closer look. And if we move to the next one, you know, we kind of see Hyrule Castle, if you will, Zelda, excuse me, Zant. You know, you see Midna and Wolf Link and things like that. So we got one more where we see at the top we got Link fighting those. I don't know what they're called, man. I apologize. I'm drawing a blank. I have it on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember, and I'm probably going to remember by the time this video is over. But anyways, we can see that. We can see one of the... Well, I don't want to spoil it. I don't know if it's a spoiler. But it's a mini-boss in one of the temples, okay? It's not the boss, or is it? No. No, it's one of the mini-bosses, if I remember correctly. Yeah, yeah, it's the mini-boss. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, then we can see Link with the... A lot of people say it's the same Link from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. He teaches you some skills and stuff like that, and there's stuff about that actually in Hyrule Historia. So if you guys should definitely go check that out. But other parts we see on here, you know, we see some. Again, I'm not going to spoil it, but we see different things. Okay, let's just leave it at that. In case you guys haven't played it, so I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But anyway, so that's the 4 pages. Okay. Now that I've ranted way too long about that, we're gonna move on to and get this ball rolling. So in the very first page, I'm gonna blow up the screenshot a little bit. You can see at the bottom right. Look at the bottom right. If you see at the bottom, the top left, by the way, you can see this pretty late game because there's a lot of heart containers achieved. If not every, I think that's every single heart container. Actually, sorry. You know, so it's pretty late game. But the rupee count is 2,000. All right. So the first thing to note is the fact that in the original game, in the GameCube version, and in the Wii version, the max rupee count in the game was 1,000 rupees. So this kind of raises the question: is there a bigger wallet that you can get now, or is it just that the biggest wallet is, you know, now holds an extra 1,000, or how does it work? You know, it's definitely something to consider, but the fact is you can hold at some point in the game 2,000 rupees. So that's definitely, I mean, we see the screenshot. There's no denying that. So you can hold 2,000 rupees. That is the first thing. Now, some of you guys might be super stoked for this. To me, honestly, it didn't bother me more than that. it bothered me more in Skyward Sword when you had to collect all those other things. I forget what they're called. But in Twilight Princess, it didn't bother me. But I know this bothered a lot of people, so I'm going to throw this screenshot up here. You can see this is the part in, I always forget how to pronounce this. Now, again, I'm not good with pronunciation with certain things, so don't laugh at me too hard. But I think you pronounce it, I don't know how to say it, man. Lanaroo province. I don't know how to say it, okay? I'm sorry. But it's basically the province that has Lake Hylia and stuff like that. So, the point is that there seems to be less teardrops you need to collect in that province. And it shows 12, and it used to be 18. So, I mean, that's one thing that a lot of people might be stoked about. There's 6 less now. I'm sure there's going to be less in the other provinces as well. How many less? I don't know. Is it going to be 6 less as well in those ones too? I don't know. But that's another thing to point out. So you guys might be super stoked about that. I don't know. But like I said, look at the screenshot. Count those circles. In the screenshot, they're all filled except the last one, which you see Wolflink fighting the last one. So there is that as well. Now, there's more, okay? I know this video is a little lengthy already. We're 6 minutes, but there's more. So we're gonna get into it, all right? Now on Amazon France, okay, they leaked a bunch of stuff, and if you go look at it now, they took it down. Chances are that Nintendo gave them a huge slap on the wrist, and yeah, so. But the fact is, we got all this information before it got taken down. Now, first of all, it showed some things about Amiibo functionality. The first thing was how the Wolflink Amiibo was going to work, and apparently it's going to unlock a new dungeon called the Twilight Cave. How it's going to do that, I have no idea. I would hope that it's somehow in a way that would be fluent with the world of Twilight Princess, and it's not just some weird thing where you scan it and it's like, I don't even know. It's like if you get to the location, maybe it's like scan the Wolflink Amiibo, or you cannot enter. That'd be kind of weird. I really don't know how it would work, and you know, for the most part, Amazon listings have always been pretty accurate. Obviously, take it still, you know, that there's a chance it could be, you know, it might not be accurate, but for the most part, I would say all these statements are pretty accurate. But it's interesting to kind of think about how on earth they're gonna, you know, do that, especially the fact that Twilight Princess has a lot of dungeons to begin with. But I mean, personally, man, the more Twilight Princess, the better for me, man. I'm stoked, but I'm really curious how they're gonna, you know, implement that in the game, because I really don't know how they're gonna do that. But anyways, moving on. So scanning any of the other Amiibos from the Legend of Zelda series, so that would be, you know, obviously Ganondorf, you got Link, you got Zelda, you got Sheik, and you got Toon Link. So scanning any of those apparently will allow you to replenish your hearts, arrows, and presumably other consumables. Now, to be honest, I don't think there's much of a point to this. I think it's kind of lacking. I think they could have done a much better job of using the other Amiibos, to be honest, because I don't know, man. I feel like that would, it kind of gives you too much of a crutch in the game. The game's not very hard, you know what I mean? It's not hard at all. I mean, if you're playing on hero mode, maybe, but you know, just playing normal mode, which, by the way, I just kind of told you something that we're gonna get into in a second. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really think you really need it. I mean, to be honest, I don't even remember ever getting a game over in Twilight Princess. I might have a couple times, but nothing like any other Zelda game. I mean, I think Twilight Princess is one of the easier ones, maybe. It's still not to say there's no challenges in the game. There's definitely challenges still. But not to the point you need Amiibo functionality to replenish hearts and arrows. Obviously, you don't have to use it, but still. I mean, I don't know. I just think, I think it's sort of a waste. I think they could have done a lot more with it. But again, they might have done a lot more. We just don't know about it. I don't know. But anyways, so next on. Okay, next thing is hero mode, like I just mentioned. Now, hero mode obviously is something we've seen in Zelda games, and you know, you got Master Quest, you got hero mode, whatever. It just makes the game more difficult, right? Usually, it makes every hit you take double. It takes away double health, right? So hero mode, though, you can apparently activate it at the very beginning of the game, before beating the game. And apparently you can turn it on and off throughout the game, as you please. So, I mean, if you want to randomly turn it on because you're going into a dungeon, or turn it off because you're going into a dungeon, I mean, you could do that. I don't know. It sounds interesting, I guess, but I don't know. So there is that as well. Now, I know we're getting a little bit lengthy on time. I apologize, but there is a lot of information, so I'm trying to cramp it all in. But so hero mode is back, and that's the way it's going to work. You can start from the very top if you want before beating the game for the first time, and apparently you can turn it on and off at any given time. Anyways, the last thing we're going to mention is that you know, this is pretty much assumed. It was just all but confirmed. It's nothing huge, but just like Wind Waker HD, the inventory can be accessed on the gamepad. So you're not gonna have to pause the game just to access your inventory to get, you know, different weapons, different items, whatever. You can use the gamepad, which is gonna be pretty cool, and I'm pretty stoked to see how that's gonna look and how they're gonna, you know, pretty much, I guess, do that. Because you know, I always remembered the pause menu screen on the GameCube version and on you know, the Wii version. I was gonna say Wii U. This is the Wii U version. HD is the Wii U version. But yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be, I guess, a little bit of a new interface, if you will. But it definitely makes things a lot more handy. But that's all the news we got for you guys for Twilight Princess HD. Again, I apologize, it was a little bit of a lengthy video. But there's a lot of news, and there's a lot of things to be stoked for Twilight Princess HD. But let me know what you guys think about all these things in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys are stoked, and if you guys are going to be picking up Twilight Princess HD when it drops March 4th. And I know I will definitely be getting it because, like I said, man, Twilight Princess, my favorite game. Cannot wait to play. Cannot wait to hear more about the new features and stuff and get things actually confirmed and things like that. But anyways, make sure you guys smack that like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the comment channel. Awesome stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And until next time, game on.